Welcome back to Geordie Retro Chasers. What's happening YouTube? What's happening internet? Welcome back to Geordie Retro Chasers. Geordie Retro Chasers is the channel dedicated to anything from the 80s and 90s. If it holds a little bit of nostalgia, a little bit of pop culture, and we grew up with it as kids, I will try and get my hands on it and feature it on this channel. Alright guys, so after a week off last week because of Mothering Sunday and of course other commitments, we've been back out at two different places. We've been back out into the wild of the car boot fairs. And again, we've been buying stuff off Facebook Marketplace to flip into CEX credit. Big shout out Retro Ghetto. Where we can flip that credit back into retro goodness. Alright guys, well, without me shit cracking on as per usual, let's get out there. Let's have a look at what we can find. And then let's come back here and go through the findings. Alright guys, let's go and do this now.
I've just put the outer ones in.
What a set of villains they are, guys. Yes, big shout out Wayne Campbell.
Pardon me, do you have any Grey Poupon?
We've got a couple of them.
Play keyboard and drums.
See if we can
play this.
original Goosebumps book here. Anyone fan of Goosebumps, guys, back in the day? Remember the TV show? I bought them a few weeks ago, or a few months ago, the last series, and got stung with them. Well, that's pretty old school, guys. Anyone remember the Tetley dudes? Yes. Remember my mum used to have like little collectibles on the windowsill in the kitchen. Fucking big shout out to Tetley boyos. Oi oi. He looks pretty old, guys. Oh wow. Yeah, he's pretty sweet. Yeah, 1993, good old 90s. Nice piece. Not for me, like.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Power Rangers here stuff, guys. Am I missing out by packing these up? Regular zones there. Full doors here, guys. Absolutely no idea what they're of. Anyone recognise these ones? Oh, guys, we've got some pretty decent games here, more than just shelf fellas. Simpsons game.
Yeah.
This is Inc. Games.
Oh yes.
See what we do a deal on these.
Well, if I've reached for them games, not a bad deal really when you think about it, but they got us if we want to trade them in. Onwards and upwards.
That's pretty sweet, isn't it? I wonder how much they want for this. See if I can do a deal on it. Let's have a look. Way up in the sea. Mega CD games at the buffet, guys. Shit. The old cigar shop there. That's what I got it.
big shout out to the Easy Trader lads. Yes, boys.
You knew the crap. It's still all in the packaging. How much Star Trek did you? I got 15.
Pretty decent Hot Wheels here, guys. I've got most of these, like. But sure. That one's pretty sweet though. I've seen that one before. Did we pick up a Lightning Johnny Doctor? No. Hot Wheels. Are these dated? It says 1995.
Instead of 34.99, I'm doing all 4 turtles for 110.
Oh yeah, that's pretty decent. I think she would pretty much skin me alive though if I came back after spending 100 quid at the car boot.
But then if you bought them, YouTube, you could tag the YouTube with me.
Yeah, true. True.
Got a big shout out to Devlin Turner and Kev Moon who just bumped into the car boot. Yes, boy. Oh, sorry. Alexa, excuse the bed here. I literally came out of bed to the car boot. Let's see what we've just grabbed.
Right guys, the bag's starting to fill up a little bit. Ooh. So we'll have a look at this properly when we get back.
Loads more.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How's that caught, lads? Any switch games here? Big shout out to the lads from Easy Traders. As per usual, hooking me up with the deals.
£1 each. Not making no money out of it. We're trying, but the problem is we're trying is the tries are good enough. No, not anymore.
What the fuck are those?
Miss Piggy.
What the fuck are those?
The clown and thing. 5 each on your mum.
Wow. No. Always looking. Oh. Just seen that. Look at the advert on the back of that, guys. Unbelievable, Jeff. I can never find. I'm always looking for Street Fighters. Somebody in the comments of one of the last videos asked if I ever find comics. Well, there you go. This answers your question. Yes, I do. There's loads of comics to look through. Loads of events.
Alright guys, that is our boot fair expedition for this lovely bright and sunny Sunday done. What we're going to do is we're going to go home, have a shower, get changed, go and have some lunch, and then I'm going to go and spend my vouchers at CEX, see what we can get. Bosh, let's do this. Right guys, that's us fed and watered. Say hi mate. Hey. Alright, what we're going to do now is we're going to fly to CEX. We're going to trade those 2 Just Dance games we found at the car boot fair. I'm going to spend some of these vouchers on a retro goodness. Where we're going?
Oh.
No, not quite yet. Alright, let's do this. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 in from your left. Aye, mate, that's the one. Cheers, boss. Alright guys, we are on our way to pick up a bundle of games which are for the Wii. We're about to pay 35 quid for them and I'll guarantee you the trade in more than 35 at CEX. Let's go and get them.
Yes, guys, let's get some of these traded into CEX.
Lovely. Right guys, so we're about to get to CEX. I've been a little bit picky the last few times I've been here. But there's quite a few games in here. I think there should be about 100 quid worth of trading. Let's see what they take and what they do. Alright guys. Alright dudes, welcome back to Chase HQ. Let's get the kettle on and let's have a look at what we picked up. Alright guys, normally we would start off my pickups video with the knickknacks. So these are things that have cost between 50 pence and a quid. Can you believe we didn't pick up any, I didn't pick up any knickknacks this week. Excuse if Mrs. GRC did, but nothing that I want to show you. So let's keep moving on and let's have a look at what we did pick up. And the first item I'm going to share with you, which you'll have seen in the footage, is, of course, it is this Flip Arkham original picture or sign. I can't remember what that's called, how it flips. Let me know in the comments underneath. Then we picked up these two. Mrs. GRC said to me, the reason I didn't get any footage of these, as I walked past her at the car boot, she said, if you go to the top, there is a set of ladies with a bright green van. They have some sealed Mario stuff. So I literally sprinted, put my phone in my pocket and literally sprinted up there. And this is what they had left. Then I need to give a big shout out to Lee and Mick. Lee and Mick own the store Easy Traders, which you'll have seen. You know, we had a little wander around the boot fair with them, done a bit of shopping with them, bit of negotiation. Then as they were setting their booth up, the first thing they brought out, which they knew I'd be interested in, was this beauty. A sweet copy of Super Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo, which is complete with its manual and the kart. So there it is. There's one manual. There's the kart. Big shout out to the lads, Mick and Lee from Easy Traders, always hooking me up with the deals. Yes, boyskis, cheers very much. Boot fair pickup of the week. And it is a mint inbox. Well, I say a mint inbox. It's got a couple of little things to it here. And it is a X-Men Cyclops Light Force Arena. Now, this is dated 1994. Am I a massive X-Men collector? Not really. I am a huge fan of the franchise. Love the movies. But what I do like about this is A, it's boxed, B, it's in pretty decent condition, and just look at the colours. We have now a lovely collection of boxed 90s toys where he will sit with it. I can probably show you a little clip of those 90s toys which we have. Of course, if you've been subscribing to my channel, you'll have seen the journey we've been on to pick those up. So to add to it is the X-Men Danger Room Cyclops' Light Force Arena from 1994. Of course, in small writing though, the figures are sold separately. Gotta love the 90s. Cheers. That about does it for the boot fair pickups. So let's have a look at what I've got from CEX. When I went to CEX, they didn't really have much that caught my attention, apart from this one game. And it was Bomberman Generation for the GameCube. Why did I buy Bomberman Generation for the GameCube? I will tell you, my brother Michael was a huge Bomberman fan. And I remember fondly, I'm sure it was this one, or it might have been on the N64. I'm pretty convinced it was this one. We played a lot of this. I think we spent 20 quid of it on Bomberman. Always do that the wrong way around. So he came home with me, smashing. Alright, and then to round it off, the pickups video, I bought a couple of little bits off the internet. So let's have a little dixie of what they are. And I need to give a big shout out to, I can't remember if it was Caffeine Toys or Caffeine Games or something of that ilk. And this is what we got off the Caffeine lads. 3 loose Bucky O'Hare figures. You know I'm a big fan of Bucky O'Hare. So we got these 3 off the Caffeine lads. He said, are these going to be featured in your YouTube video? I said, absolutely. So he said, can you give us a shout out? Yes, I can, lads. There you are, on the tubes. Lovely Bucky O'Hare figures. Bosh. Okay guys, continuing on with the non-boot fair related pickup. My good friend Darren, who does work the boot fairs, he tends to get his hands on some retro bits, and by God did he this week. So let's have a look at what we picked up off Daz. Kicking off with this light up Pokeball, which is absolutely quality. And then we bought a few PS1 games off him, so let's fly through those now. First one was Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. The next one was Gunfighter, The Legend of Jesse James. And then we picked up 2 PC interactive discs. Are you ready for these two? The first one is a copy of Mario is Missing. Look at that, man. Nice. And then last but not least, correct me if I'm not mistaken, was what looks like a copy of Earthworm Jim on the PC. So I picked up a copy of Earthworm Jim on the PC. Nice. And the best thing Darren got us was, yes, that is right, we got a remote control Pikachu card. Now, is our Pikachu card dated? Yes, he is. He is dated 1995. If I open this little Pokeball here, let me just pop this down. There we can see is his controls. And there is the Pikachu remote control car. So big shout out Daz for hooking me up with the deals as per usual. What a belter pickup that is. Nice. And the last thing that I've picked up over the last week or so is what GameCube collection is complete, or what if you do even have a GameCube collection if you don't have a copy of Double Dash. So my last pickup of this video of the week is Mario Kart Double Dash. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed, again, being out in the wild with myself, looking around the boot fairs, seeing what we can find, and of course, doing the good old CEX trade-ins, which again, I'll mention was inspired by Retro Ghetto. Please go and check out that video if you haven't. I'll drop a link to it in the description. And just before I say au revoir and let you go, there are 2 more things I just need to mention. The first thing is the Northeast Retro Dens NERDFEST, which is happening this month. You can find the link to it in the description below, along with the ticket line. What is the NERDFEST? Well, the key is in the name. It's the Northeast Retro Dens Festival, and it's where we all, the guys from the Northeast, come together to put on our very own convention. So if you are in the Northeast and you're into your retro toys, gaming, whatever it is, bit of nostalgic like this channel, make sure you head to the description and check out the NERDFEST 2022, which is happening at the Steamer Shop Boiler. Do us a favour, have a little look-see, get yourselves a ticket. Last thing I need to talk about, of course, is, I know you can't see that from here, so let's move this in. This says The Retro Room. Now, my 2 friends who I've met over the last sort of 5 or 6 months, they have opened themselves, of course, a retro toy shop. This is in Sunderland. It's going to be in Jackie White's Market. And if you like anything that you see on this channel, toy-wise and game-wise, and you're from the Northeast, do me a favour, drop these lads a little look-see on their socials. As we can see, they're on Instagram and they're on Facebook. Again, I'll drop all the stuff you're going to need in the description of this video. Click on them, give them a like. More importantly, when the store opens, do me a favour, go over there and spend some money. When I spoke to them on Sunday, I'm led to believe the official opening, now please excuse me if I get this wrong, of course, is May the 4th. But what I'll do is, in the meantime, between now and May, as I continue to chat to the lads, we'll share a couple of bits and bobs about that business further in. Alright guys, that's it. We're done for another episode here at Geordie Retro Chasers. If I could just ask you to drop me a like on this video, because it really helps the channel. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Or even just share this video so people can have a look, take the piss, poke some fun at us. It is what it is. Thank you very much for watching. From me, Mrs. GRC and Junior GRC, we'll see you next week. Take it easy. Peace!